What's up, everybody? Welcome to 3D Rivals News, where we talk about nothing for a half hour or more. My name is DJ, and I'm always joined by my siblings, my sister,
Doreen,
and my brother,
Eric.
This week in the news, we have some information about Terminator, Dark Fate. That came out a few weeks ago. We missed this last week, but I believe it only opened with like $29 million.
Yeah, it was bad.
Which is pretty low. It needs to reach, including marketing, people are guessing around 400 million.
It's not getting that.
Yeah. So it's estimated now that it's going to have a total loss of $120 million.
Ooh. So does this mean they're going to stop with these movies?
No.
They
They will
should.
never stop.
I mean, like, seriously, like, since Judgment Day, these movies have not been good, right?
Yeah.
I cannot imagine that Genesis made any money, right?
Right.
So why are we still doing this?
And this is the sad part is this is the one where James Cameron came back to do, and it was supposed to be.
But they still said it wasn't good, though.
Yeah, I know. That was my point. Like, it didn't matter.
Well, I mean, just because you brought back James Cameron and Arnold Schwarzenegger and whatever her name is, I don't care.
They should have
Yeah, I don't
stopped
think
that
anybody
too.
really wants to see him.
They
They
really
should
should
have
have.
stopped that too. Because at this point, it's like you guys are never going to solve this problem. So why are we still doing this?
Basically, that's what it
Actually,
boiled down
yeah,
to.
that's a good point. Yeah, the robots are always going to take over.
They're always going to find a way to win. You change one thing, and they just change it back so they still win the war.
Yeah.
So why?
Yeah. So it is set to make less than Terminator Genesis. That's how I'm going to pronounce it because they spelled it stupidly. They had no reason for spelling Genesis that way. It is stupid.
I feel like we had this conversation already.
We have. I'm
Okay.
never going to let it go.
Okay,
All right. But yeah, it's going to make less than that movie.
good.
So
I declare this the end of the Terminator franchise.
I bet you it isn't.
No, okay, think about it. All right, you talking to people who love Terminator, right? Terminator came out in 87.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, so we're all old now.
Yeah.
The young people don't care. So why are we still doing this?
True.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Right. Well, you figured not even us, because the movie audience wasn't for us, right?
Yeah, it was for people.
It was
18
for
years older than
our
us.
parents. I can tell you right, they don't care. They're not running out to go see a Terminator.
They're
or
definitely
anything.
not running out to see a Terminator movie. Yeah, that generation, that's the boomers, right?
No, the boomers before though. They don't have a name. I don't think.
They don't have a name?
I don't think they have a name.
Yeah, that's right. They're not the boomers. What's
Are they Gen X?
are they? Oh, I think they are Gen X because Gen Z is next.
The people behind us,
Yeah.
who are worse than us.
So we were supposed to be Y, but now we're just millennials.
Yes, because we're awful.
Woo.
We apparently destroyed the world.
Yes,
No, I think it was destroyed before we got here.
we just made it worse.
Some Disney Plus news.
All right.
I was going to say Avatar was streaming on it, but then I realized I didn't care. So after fans asked, Disney has put Endgame. So Endgame is going to be streaming.
Why
the
was
debut.
Disney holding on to Endgame? Like Disney, the whole world's seen this movie.
Yeah.
You're gonna lock it in the vault? Like, what are you doing?
Hey, the rest of the Fox movies has been locked in a vault. So
Wait a minute, we only getting Avatar?
yeah, I think I commented on this a few weeks ago. So like, the Christmas movies, Die Hard and stuff that the small theaters usually show and stuff like that.
Yeah, you said that.
Yeah, it's been locked in the vault. So,
But I'd expect it to be on Disney Plus.
yeah, I don't know.
Wait a minute, is Die Hard a Fox movie?
Yeah, it is.
Dude, I have been wanting to watch Die Hard for the longest.
Well, maybe it'll be on Disney Plus.
Yes.
Come on, TNT and.
I don't have cable.
Okay, I keep forgetting.
Yeah, who has cable anymore?
Don't have cable. So Die Hard and
Apparently
Alien
me.
are two movies I have been wanting to rewatch.
I know, because you're a boomer.
Oh,
Yeah. I don't have cable.
Nobody has cable.
So
Such a
anyways, I
waste
have
of
been
money.
wanting to watch Die Hard and Alien for the longest, but they're not on any service.
Yeah, well, those are both Fox movies, so maybe Alien's definitely not going to be on Disney Plus.
Well,
Family friendly.
Well, then Die Hard's not going to be on
That
Disney
Hard's not
Plus.
either. Hulu maybe.
All right.
Keep an eye out.
That's cool. Keep an eye out for that. Let me know when it shows up.
No.
Then we can review Alien.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. See?
All right, then.
Yeah. That's worth a retro review.
Yeah, so Disney Plus. We're going to be talking about that next week. I wish there was more things coming out.
I feel like we were deceived a little bit.
Yeah.
Because we got all of this hype. Like, hey, guys, we're going to have all these original programs, and it's all going to be when we launch. And then y'all got one show when you launch.
Yeah.
Like, seriously?
I
don't
think
want no
they
show
did
with
all
Jeff
of that just to
Goldblum
get
doing
people
random
to,
Jeff
get
Goldblum
it.
things.
I don't know. I kind of want a show with Jeff Goldblum doing
But
random
I'm
Jeff
like,
Goldblum.
you telling me I'm not going to get Disney Plus for that? Like, I might glance at it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, like,
I would watch that on YouTube at work while I was working.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, I'm getting Disney Plus. So, like, right now, I'm like, I'm going to get it, but I feel like I'm not going to get anything out of it.
Right. I mean, I'm going to get it and keep it this early just because I have a 3-year-old and I figured there's going to be some kids' movies on there.
Well,
I don't have to buy a DVD now.
They are going to have all the movies on there, right? Snow White.
I hope so.
Yeah.
We'll find
Sleeping
out.
Beauty,
Yeah.
The Lion King.
Promoting
I want to
it
be
in
there
the,
to watch The Lion King.
in their
I love that
commercials.
movie.
Okay. Yeah. So
Because they've been showing
see.
it on like every commercial between the game. They've been showing a Disney Plus commercial.
Don't have cable, so don't see it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see commercials
I don't
really.
get commercials.
You know, everything that I have, I've paid for no commercials. I don't see ads.
Yep.
It's like, I mean, besides, the websites and stuff, they show you ads. But,
Yeah, no. I don't get commercials.
yeah.
Well,
Nope.
I'm here to tell you guys that they are promoting it very heavily.
Of course they are.
That's why all my movie trailers I watch on YouTube because somebody told me that the trailer is
Yeah, I
out.
rely on Google to tell me that there's a trailer for something Google think I might like.
Yeah. But a side note, that's how we miss some stuff. And I'm like, oh, a trailer came out for that movie.
Also true.
Yeah. But whatever. Into the Spider-Verse. It's going to have a sequel.
Yes, I saw that.
And it has a release date.
2022 or something.
Yeah, April
right?
8th, 2022. Which means they haven't started working on it yet, I would say, because that's kind of quite a long
So they're
ways
probably
away.
just not getting the script and stuff together?
Yeah.
What would this movie be about?
I'm not sure, but I'm guessing they're going to bring in different Spider-Men from different universes.
Are there different Spider-Man? I thought we already did that.
No, I mean, like, different ones than we had brought in.
But then it's the same thing.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a ton.
Are there though?
Yeah, there's a ton of different Spider-Man. They can use a bunch. They're going to bring in the Japanese Spider-Man, I think.
I don't know. I kind of feel like I know it's called Into the Spider-Verse, but I feel like the second one cannot be about different universe Spider-Man because then they're just going to
They're
going to
have to choose something because I think what made Into the Spider-Verse good, plot-wise, was the growth of Miles Morales. And now he's solidified himself as Spider-Man, so what do we do now?
That's what I'm saying. I feel like this is one of these movies that shouldn't have a sequel.
Yeah.
And I know movies that do well get a sequel, but it's like I'd be better off leaving it alone.
We'll see what happens. If they have good writers, maybe they can come up with something. You never know. So
Okay.
they got 2 years.
Oh, I have some news. I remember I read it today.
Okay.
Okay. It was Marvel related. Are we done with Marvel related things?
There's always Marvel stuff, but go ahead.
Do you have anything about Tom Hiddleston?
I don't think so.
Okay. All right, great. So anyways, he was on some talk show, Colbert or somebody or another. I forgot who. Anyway, so he was talking about his TV show that's releasing a year from now on the Disney Plus channel. Mm-hmm. And it says, and he did say that it will answer, what Loki does with the cube, blah, blah, blah. That's not part of my news.
Okay.
Part of my news is that apparently it's going to tie into the Doctor Strange movie.
Oh, yeah, I did have that. I remember. Yeah, so Doctor Strange is going to be tying into the Loki series. Now, we already had Kevin Feige kind of solidified that too, so not only Tom Hiddleston.
Yeah.
And we already knew that WandaVision was tying in.
I just how does Loki tie in?
I don't know.
This is like all the stuff is just getting weirder and weirder.
But Doctor Strange is the multiverse, right? So
is he going to hop into the universe that Loki is in with the cube?
Maybe, because we got to remember when Loki left with the Tesseract, he created a side timeline where the Tesseract wasn't on Earth from 2012.
Right, so there has to be a whole
that makes
series
a
of
separate
events
universe.
that happen. Yeah.
Yeah, just like when the theory is this is an answer when Captain America went back and lived out his lifetime. The theory is that he lived in a separate timeline, and then he hopped back to this timeline.
I get him being in a separate timeline, but then doesn't stuff in time still happen? So while he's like kicking it, doing nothing, isn't the world still all messed up? And he like,
well, who's to say? Maybe he did do all that stuff because it didn't matter since it was a separate timeline. It didn't affect the main movie timeline.
Well, no, it doesn't affect the main movie timeline. But what was he doing in his timeline while Thanos is sitting there wrecking New York?
Who knows? I don't know. We'll see.
Okay.
He would have been old by then, though.
Still.
He would have been 90.
Okay, fine. What was he doing in the 40s? Not fighting the Red Skull?
We don't know. They should do, you know what? Maybe in the What If series, they should do a cartoon version. Because I think Chris Evans is just done.
I thought of the What If series was different versions of the movies. No. Like, what if Peggy Carter was...
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. I think it's different versions of each one. But then, after you get past the first season, you could do that and be like, okay, what if... What's not even what if? This is what happened. Just do an animated series or something, or a comic book. Tell us what happened when Captain America went back in time.
Okay.
I want to know now. So, yeah, things are... I mean, of course, everything's connected. So, the Loki series was always, in my mind, something on the side because it obviously didn't happen in the main timeline.
Right. So, that's what I'm like, I'm very interested in, like, how.
We'll see.
So, basically, now Loki is like how Gamora is basically, because it was like Gamora died, but she's now currently still in this timeline because she came from the...
Well, it's slightly different. So Gamora, their time travel one is super confusing.
Yeah,
I mean, time travel always is.
Song gets so much praise, but now that we have...
I don't think I give it
I think
praise.
in their trying to simplify it, they made it more confusing. But Gamora left okay, so when they went back to 2014, that made a side timeline, right? Gamora left that side timeline. That one ceased to exist because they put the stone back.
Right, so now she's in the present.
But now she's in the present. She's not supposed to be, but that doesn't kill her or whatever. She's just there.
Yes.
The difference with Loki is it made a side timeline, and that one never gets corrected. So it remains as a separate universe.
Yep.
So Loki is just there, and he's not a part of the main MCU timeline.
Yes. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Clear as mud.
Yep, clear as mud.
Mm-hmm.
It makes sense. It's confusing, but makes sense.
Yes.
Weird. But yeah. So it's slightly different between those two. But yeah, we have 2014 Gamora alive now. They had to bring her back. I was just wondering how they were going to do it.
Yeah. I wonder if she's going to be awesome in these movies. Because she's not awesome in the
first one.
Yeah. She's supposed to be like this like assassin, like the world's best fighter, and then like you don't really see that.
You know, my whole thing with Gamora is I think this is probably one of the better ways to bring her back because it doesn't undo the significance of her death in Infinity War. Mm-hmm. But what it does undo is the relationship built between her and Quill and the rest of the Guardians.
But does anyone care about her relationship with Quill?
Yeah, it's kind of big part of the movies.
Mm-hmm. I don't care about that relationship because I don't buy it in real life.
Fine.
Just saying.
Guess it's just me.
Yeah, it's just you.
All right. The Batman movie's got some casting news.
Okay.
Jeffrey Wright is going to be Commissioner Gordon.
We didn't talk about this last week?
Who's Jeffrey Wright?
We didn't. I got it last week, but we didn't do the news last week.
You said, who is Jeffrey Wright? He played Felix Leiter in Casino Royale.
Okay.
He shows up in things. I think that's a horrible choice for...
Horrible choice.
Horrible choice.
And I'm pretty sure there will eventually be some backlash about... Oh, I guess it's some backlash.
Some blacklash.
There will be some backlash. Some backlash about his race because Commissioner Gordon is a big character, and you know how people get. Although to me, Commissioner Gordon is a character, I don't care what you make him, but I don't think Jeffrey Wright's a good fit.
Yeah, I don't really care. I don't care that much, but I don't think Jeffrey Wright's a good fit.
Yeah,
I think there's so many other people they could have went with.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, I don't know. I already have thoughts about this. Well, I got some thoughts about this and that James Bond movie because they released some things, and I'm just like, I hate it already.
Yeah, and some other casting news there.
Yes.
Yeah, so Andy Serkis is supposed to be playing Alfred. I don't know if this is set.
No. No.
Yeah, like I like Andy Serkis, but Alfred?
No, he's not Alfred. Is there not an old British guy out there that could be Alfred?
Right.
There is so many old British people.
Or you can make Benedict Cumberbatch look old.
Why does Alfred have to be old? He just needs to be.
Because
What do you
Alfred
mean?
is
Why does he
old.
have
He
to
just
be
need to be
old?
older than
Because he
Mark.
raised Bruce Wayne as a kid.
He just has to be. Well, he has to be like 30 years older than Bruce.
Yeah,
That makes him old.
and then Bruce is like 30
So the guy got to
So
be.
Alfred-
at
He's old.
least.
So he
Yes.
got to be 60. So name a 60-year-old British person. Go.
I don't know any. Idris Elba.
I'm gonna name some of the guys from Top Gear.
Hugh Jackman. Oh, he's from
Idris
Australia.
Elba.
He is British. And he's old.
No.
He's not 60,
No, he's
though.
not 60.
If Jeffrey Wright can't play
No.
Gordon, then
Alfred
Idris
has
Elba.
to be white. I'm sorry. Right? Alfred has to
Yeah,
be
Alfred
white.
has to be
Not
white. I'm
not
sorry. Yeah,
necessarily.
I can't go with it.
No, yes he
No,
does.
that doesn't fit. It really doesn't.
It doesn't.
I don't know. It just
So
doesn't
you saying
seem
a
right.
butler can't be a black guy?
No, I'm pretty sure a bunch of them are. This butler.
But now it doesn't really seem like an even relationship.
Guys.
Man, I know some of you are doubting this. We are
Oops.
black people,
That makes it better.
so you may doubt it. We are though. Yeah. No. I somehow I feel like I would be mad at Batman if his butler was black.
All of a sudden, it turns into a Roots episode.
Oh my gosh. No, but no,
You got
not.
Anthony Hopkins, huh? He's
Anthony
old. He's British.
He doesn't look like
Oh,
Alfred.
no, Anthony Hopkins. That's
I just
not.
you needed an old British
That's
guy.
not a good casting choice, though.
Daniel Day-Lewis, huh?
Maybe.
I think he just retired. Right? Daniel Day-Lewis, Tom Hiddleston. He's not old.
He's not old.
No, you
He's not
don't.
old enough.
No, Tom Hiddleston.
Him and
All
Bruce
right.
Wayne would be the same age.
I have no idea.
Colin
Just
Firth?
one of them people, whoever acts on Downton Abbey. Can we get some Downton Abbey?
There you go. Who's the main character on Downton Abbey?
I don't know.
Sean Connery? Is he still?
No, God, he's Welsh, by the way.
He played a British guy for like 10 years. So there you go. Henry Cavill?
What?
Huh?
Old. Henry Cavill's not old.
Oh.
Henry Cavill's way too buff to be Alfred.
Oh,
Right.
no,
Like, he's
that-
bigger than Batman.
Hold on, no, I got it though, for real. The guy who plays M now in the James Bond movies, he would be a
I
good
saw
Alfred.
him like once. I think I don't remember what he looks like.
He looks like he can be Alfred.
Okay, that guy.
That guy, Ralph Fiennes, I think his name is.
Yeah,
Okay.
So nailed it.
yeah. You
20
nailed it.
tries later.
Okay.
Well, you look. I named people.
Hey,
and
I said
no.
use the aging technology on Benedict Cumberbatch.
Well, if you're gonna use Benedict Cumberbatch, you can use Tom Hiddleston.
I still say no.
You're not the only two British people out there.
I named a
that's
bunch
right.
of
Tom
boys.
Holland is
like
British,
every
too.
time
Oh,
say
really?
somebody
He's
British,
not too young.
How many British people are in our Marvel movies?
a
A
lot.
lot. I googled British actors.
Hey, you know what? They have some really good actors, though. Let's be real.
They do. Paul Bettany.
Oh, yeah. Paul Bettany, though. Paul Bettany,
Yes.
yes, actually.
That is-
Can we? All right.
Yep.
Veto Andy Serkis, Paul Bettany, Alfred.
Yes. Wait, can he cross universes?
Yeah.
Then you might as
Well,
well,
Vision's dead.
might as well keep Jeremy Irons.
But
then.
is he though?
No, they can't keep Jeremy Irons because they're quietly ignoring the Justice League.
Oh, I was gonna list Jeremy Irons. Did he already do that?
Yeah,
Oh.
in Justice League.
Oh,
Wow.
And,
I was gonna mention him.
And Batman,
and
v
Batman v
Superman.
Superman.
Oh, well, just do it again, because look, I don't remember. So
They could have kept him.
they could have kept him. Huh.
He actually was a decent Alfred.
I think so. Daniel Cool, whatever his name, that guy from Black Panther, and that other movie he did, Get Out. He's British.
He's
You know?
black.
He's also
We
British.
just had this
Right.
conversation
I know.
about how we're okay with the Black Gordon, but not Alfred.
I just want to be like, did you know he was British? But yeah, no, Alfred's white. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. Alfred Pennyworth, that's not a black person.
Hey,
Alfred
it could
Pennyworth's
be
not a good
Samuel
name.
L. Jackson.
All right, I would accept Samuel L. Jackson.
Okay, no, really. Do you see him being someone's butler? Because you gonna be like, get it yourself.
He was the butler in Django.
Say what again? No. Where's my bat suit? All right. Yes.
Samuel L. Jackson beer.
All right, so
good
wait, what do
beer.
we agree on? So we can start a petition to do this right.
We agreed on Paul Bettany.
Yes.
All
I
right,
think
so
that's
we
the
got to
excellent
start this hashtag Paul Bettany Alfred.
I like it.
Guys, if you're listening, hashtag Paul Bettany Alfred. Somebody get him in a tux, like a picture of him in a tux, and start spreading it around.
Yes. And while we're at it, make Tom Hiddleston James Bond. Just
Tom
saying.
Hiddleston, James Bond. Hashtag Tom
Yes.
Hiddleston, James Bond. I'm definitely down for that. But apparently 007. We're done with James Bond, and we're just moving on to 007 being...
I heard they
Whoever.
changed it because people were angry. So it's just going to be like 00 something else.
Oh, she's 008 now.
Some other. It was a whole bunch of trashy stuff I read about
It
this
doesn't
movie.
make a difference, guys. All right. Also, Colin Farrell.
He's still around.
Yeah, I
Okay.
forgot that he was an actor.
Yep.
They're looking to him for Penguin.
I saw that.
No.
And
Yeah.
no.
Again, I'm like, no, that's
I
not
thought they
fit.
already cast the Penguin.
No, he didn't do it. Well, we all were speculating that old dude was going to do it. I forget his name.
That was the helpful.
Yep. The one that is not in it anymore.
Oh, Jonah Hill?
Yeah.
He was going to be the
Everyone was
penguin
thinking
at first?
but he
No,
he was
going to
be
the
Riddler. We thought he was going to be Penguin, which shows that we're all wrong.
Yes.
We should be ashamed of ourselves.
Yeah.
But
Okay, look, the Penguin doesn't have to be a chubby person because you can always make someone chubby.
well, I mean, yeah, Penguin in the Gotham was good.
Yeah. I did like him
Yeah.
as penguin.
And he was
Yeah,
skinny.
he was like the best part of the show.
But
Besides,
Colin Farrell though.
no, that's a horrible choice.
That is a horrible choice.
All right, I feel like this movie is already going downhill because you have horrible people being horrible things.
Yeah, some of these castings.
No.
Except for I
That's
do
a
like
little-
Zoe Kravitz as
Yes, I do like that.
Zoe Kravitz.
I do
was
like
good.
that. Man, that's just as bad as having Arnold Schwarzenegger be Mr. Freeze.
Ah,
Everybody,
Chill.
chill.
Nora.
All right.
Didn't they have the emotional scene where he cries and then his tears freeze on his face because he's so cold? That's so horrible.
Yeah. Fun fact: his eyes were always red because the contacts that he had in were very painful.
wait, they can't. They couldn't even do contacts, right?
Yeah, apparently not.
Oh my goodness, the movie was just horrible.
That's why his eyes were red in that movie.
Oh, okay. They didn't
'Cause
have
they
no
were
eye
in
drops
pain.
either.
They should have used Clear Eyes.
God, that's a. I'm not. Nope.
That was a perfect fit for that. And that wasn't pre-planned.
Oh my gosh.
It was. He had.
Do we have other news stories besides?
Whenever they mention red eyes,
I have it written on my cue card right here. They're going to say it eventually.
So who would you rather play? Okay, stop with this nonsense. Who would you rather play the Penguin?
The Penguin. I don't know. Current person? I don't know.
I mean, it can be anybody, right?
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Dude, do you got like a bromance with this dude? Like,
He obviously does.
I couldn't think of anybody.
Well, he can be American, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you talking about like New York mafia time, but he's got money.
Right. So
He's
who look
like
like they
posh
got old
rich.
money? I don't know. Does he have to be short?
Oh, what about old dude? Martin.
Martin Freeman?
Yeah. The Hobbit guy?
I know who Martin Freeman is.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like trying to picture it. He definitely seems small enough.
Like I imagine him in a top hat with a monocle.
Hey, what about the dude that played the Claw in Black Panther?
Andy Serkis.
Andy's
Oh, my bad.
Dude,
That's
Andy
Andy Serkis.
Yes. You don't know who Andy Serkis
I didn't know
is?
who the name was. Oh, so well, switch it then. Don't have him be out. Have him be Penguin. I think he would be better as Penguin.
He would be better. I still don't
He would
like
be better
it.
as Penguin. I still don't like that choice as Penguin. No.
Yeah.
I mean, he could be. That's a Joker actor, to be honest. He's weird.
He's so weird.
Yeah.
Maybe he's not weird in real life.
So I would say, like, if anybody, like, the Joker would be his choice of villain for Batman. If he was to play it, which we already have a Joker for this universe? Because now I'm confused.
Didn't we already? No, I'm gonna say no. We don't.
Yeah,
right?
because the Joker movie is not a part of this, and old dude is out because he's weird.
Jared Leto.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's definitely.
And
dead.
Phoenix said that he's not Joker. He's not playing them again.
Okay. Bye.
All right, that movie made a ton of money. It's the most profitable quotation superhero movie, or not superhero, comic book movie ever made.
I still have no desire to see this thing.
Is that true? Because I feel like they classify comic book movies as the ones that are offshoot from superheroes. But there are a lot of movies out there that are comic
Based off
book
of comic
movies.
books?
Yeah.
But how much
Like
money did they make?
Wanted was a comic book movie.
What was?
Wanted.
Oh,
really?
you know
Yeah.
what?
Did Want to make a lot of money?
It did. I wasn't saying it, man.
Oh.
This is just an example.
What?
What about that dude that was Red Skull assistant?
Oh.
Yeah. He plays Arnim Zola.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't think of the name.
I don't know his name.
That's perfect for Penguin. That's perfect.
He's short enough.
I like that.
Can Jude Law be Alfred, or is he too famous to be Alfred?
Actually, I like Jude Law as Alfred.
That might
He's
be.
got that kind of like that demeanor. I like it.
Yup, I like it.
Or just get the dude that played Alfred on Gotham. He wasn't bad, was he?
Oh yeah,
Forget
that
his
guy.
name.
Yeah.
He's been in a lot of.
Yeah. Hey, how did that Alfred show do?
I don't know. What
Is
is
it
that
out?
on Showtime
It
or
is.
Stars?
It's on Epix, some
Epix?
channel no one has.
Yeah, it's called Epics.
Yeah.
It's on. It's
It's
owned by Fox.
Nobody watched it.
Oh, so it's gonna show up on Hulu.
It's owned by Fox.
Oh, wait a minute.
Wait, does
Disney-
that mean Disney has control of a DC property?
That is not. Are you sure it's owned by Fox?
Gotham was on Fox.
Yes, it was.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to let you know.
I know they said Hulu is going to show. It's going to start showing the shows that shows up on FX.
Uh-huh.
Like how like we get our ABC shows.
Yeah.
It's going to be like that.
Oh, nice.
I know, right?
Wasn't Legion on FX?
Yeah.
Yes.
Legion's canceled, though.
I know.
Sad.
Darn you, ABC/Disney ESPN.
That is a correct statement. All right, the Fallen series. That is Olympus has fallen, London has fallen,
Oh,
Angel has
it's a series.
fallen. Yeah,
Okay.
with Gerard Butler.
Yeah.
They are talking about doing another trilogy.
No.
Yeah, I like how she's like, yeah, no.
Just why?
I don't know. I haven't watched any of these.
Okay,
These seem
like I
interesting.
would say watch Olympus Has Fallen because it's entertaining. It is by no means a good
It
movie.
is not.
I think I watched the other movie.
Oh, White House Down?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
watched White House Down.
No.
I didn't watch Olympus.
No. Olympus Has Fallen is better than
Yes,
White
it
House
is.
Down.
Okay.
Neither one of them are good.
Right. I was gonna say you can get, but Olympus Has Fallen is slightly better.
Right, but the second one was so trashy. I was so surprised they came out with
I
a
didn't
third
even
one.
watch the second one. Just when it was just
Oh,
like
London Has
Fallen, I was just like, nope, don't care.
It wasn't good, y'all. Like, just it wasn't.
Now,
good.
is it because the dude's name is London?
because they were in
Oh,
In
London?
London, dude.
No, I thought the
What?
dude's name was also. So I thought it was okay.
Nope, it definitely
Nope.
wasn't.
Nope. It was talking about our government because
Nope.
that's the deal.
Nope, I can guarantee you that guy's name is not London.
So, yeah, they're talking about doing another trilogy and also selling the intellectual property to international TV so that they can do their own spin-offs. The idea is to basically make a shared universe.
With what?
So basically what they're saying is like, let's say India picks it up and they make their spin-off of these series. Then they can take the actor that appeared in the Indian spin-off and put him in one of the movies. And then they have like a shared universe. Like, oh, yeah, we had an Indian spin-off and an Australian spin-off, and now both of those characters is in the movie. Wow.
So
Okay,
when you gonna
but-
have China Wall Has Fallen, and
What?
then it'll be a spinoff?
No, be quiet.
It's first of all, it's called the Great Wall. And
Wall.
it's not a defensive barrier anymore.
But here's my thing: if your government or your president keeps getting attacked, you are not doing your job well.
Nope, not at all.
So I just how far can we take these movies, right?
How many countries are there?
That's a lot.
Still, once you did it once, it's so unnecessary.
So yeah, this is it's a good idea for a shared universe, giving the property to international TV and then being able to basically farm people from that. But this series is not the one to do it.
No, not at all.
But I think somebody should try that. I think that might be a good idea.
Did this last movie make money?
I have no idea.
I forgot the
guess- I
last
think they
movie
did.
came out.
I think they did make money.
Angel Has Fallen. We
Yeah.
just said it.
Angel as well.
No, I said I forgot the.
What was that about?
about?
He got
Heaven?
He got
Now we just blaspheme. He said heaven.
What was it about, Dory?
he was being framed, and I believe his code name is Angel.
Oh, that doesn't sound interesting at all. Sorry, heaven sounded way more interesting.
Oh.
All right. Okay. Marvel rumor. They're going to be working on the Thunderbolts.
Who?
The Thunderbolts.
No, I heard you. What is it?
It's like a group headed up by Thunderbolt Ross.
He has his own army.
Yeah, but he
Yeah, he made like
yeah
a
he went to the
superhero
superhero group. but to also keep
But wasn't it made out of villains?
Norman
There's
Osborn did
always
that.
groups made out of villains.
That's how
That's the
he
Dark
became
Avengers.
Iron Patriot.
Yeah, I think the Thunderbolts are also villains, though. Or former villains.
I thought
They're-
he hates superheroes.
That's why he's doing it,
Of course, but he's controlling it.
and that's why
So
he's
is this
using
like Marvel's
villains.
version of the Suicide Squad?
Maybe.
Yes.
Because the Dark Avengers is not. They are. Yes, the first thing that comes up on Google is they're essentially the Marvel's versions of the Suicide Squad.
Okay.
You gotta remember, Thunderbolt Ross is the Red Hawk, so they're being headed up by the Red Hawk.
Does he show up in the Marvel movies? No?
What?
Thunderbolt Ross?
Yeah.
That's the old guy?
Yeah, that he was in. Last movie he was in
Endgame.
was.
I mean,
Infinity
Infinity War.
Oh, so that is him. I don't
Yeah.
think they ever say his name.
Yeah, they do.
Well,
Tony
they call him
does.
Ross.
Yeah, Tony calls him Ross all the time.
Really? I'm supposed to listen to everything Robert Downey Jr. says?
It's
apparently.
in the movie. You don't have to listen to Robert Downey Jr.
And also, you know, he is the father of Betty Ross, so
She showed up in one movie and we forgot she existed.
that's true. It was just no more Betty Ross.
What about that guy? Can he bleed Alfred? I mean, he's not British, but he
No.
look Alfred-y.
No, he does not.
No.
He could
He
not be
does
out.
too. He's old and he has a mustache.
Wow. Wow. That's the
Wow.
requirement.
He looks too American. He looks like way too American.
What?
He looks like an American soldier. Like he fits the role.
That's
Because
why
we
that's
made
all
him look
he
like an
plays.
American soldier. How you gonna say that's all he plays? You don't know what else he's been in.
He has been in other stuff.
Mhm.
I said you don't know what else.
I
he's
don't.
Been in.
I
What else he
don't know
been in?
what else he's been in, but I have seen him in other stuff.
Let's see. Was he in Civil War?
Who?
I don't know.
Ross?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
He had to be in Civil War. He was the person that gave him the Accords.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. You're right there.
And Tony put him on hold to watch The Lion Blink. I just watched that movie, so
Obviously, I mean, you said this like 10 times today. Like, I just watched Civil War.
I did. That's a movie that gets a 5 on the rewatchability scale.
Oh,
Definitely.
for sure.
So yeah, now I don't know if they're gonna make him the Red Hawk. I doubt it because I don't know if he
'Cause
would
he's
want to be
old?
around for that big role. People were speculating that the other Ross, Martin Freeman, would be the Red Hawk.
No. No.
No?
I don't like it.
Who do we get as the Red Hawk then?
Some other random soldier person.
Random soldier guy.
Yeah.
Soldier guy number 6 in the credits.
You know what I just realized about the person who plays Sharon Carter?
Hmm.
That she's on that one show. It's probably why she don't be in these movies that much.
Yeah.
Yep, that one.
Yeah.
show, exactly.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I watched that show.
The Doctor Show.
There's a,
The
I was about to say
Resident-
there's
It comes
The
on
Resident?
like
Fox.
there's a lot of doctor shows.
And there is a ton of.
That's
Doctor
also
shows.
why we don't get Lady Sif because Jamie
She's
X.
in,
I don't know.
Blind Spot.
Seriously, I would rather be that than that show she's on.
I mean, overall, she's probably getting more money for Blind Spot.
Blind Spot still come on?
I don't know,
I don't
but
know.
it doesn't
I doubt
need
it.
to.
It don't.
I watched part of the first season.
I did, but it stopped making. It never made sense.
It never made sense.
But it made less and
Well,
less.
once you got
sense.
past the first
Then the
season,
second
and then there was
season,
like a
and then
second
it was like,
layer
there's
of
new
tattoos
tattoos.
under her tattoos.
Oh, I didn't get that far.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
There's new tattoos.
There's a
like y'all didn't see this.
there's an
first episode?
underlayer of tattoos. So
Y'all didn't see this the first time. Didn't they like scan her tattoos?
Yes, they did.
So when you have seen the second
You,
layer?
you should have.
right, you would have seen it the first time.
Oh, it makes no sense.
It didn't.
Okay.
My wife loves that show.
I can't. I tried and I can't.
I'm with you, Dory.
All right.
Yeah.
So Thunderbolts, we'll see if that actually comes up. Some other interesting news. I don't like how they put the title though, because it make it seem worse than it was. But on the Eternal set was evacuated because of a bomb. Mm-hmm. Right? And you hear that, you think like, whoa, someone put a bomb on the set. Oh my gosh, blah, blah, blah. No, okay, so they were on the Canary Islands, and this is an old bomb that was left from World War II that was found. So, of course, your bomb squad had to come out and disarming and stuff. But the way they worded it, when you say the sets, I'm thinking that like they're somewhere in LA with a set.
And that someone put a bomb there.
Right.
Yeah. So, yeah. I kept this story in because I was mad about the
They did
the
that.
title.
But that's how they do, though. That's how they get you to
read it,
click on
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, you use set on purpose. If you're in the forest on an island somewhere, I know technically it's the set, but it's not a set.
But it is
It
the
is.
set.
Whatever. Anyway, everybody's safe.
Okay. I think that's the important part of the story.
All right, last bit of news that I had. James Dean is going to be in a new movie.
I saw that.
James Dean?
Mm-hmm.
Is this a CGI thing?
Yeah.
Yes, because yes, James Dean is dead.
Obviously.
Yeah, so they're CGIing him on top of another actor to be in this movie about Vietnam. Now, his family did say give permission for this, but there is a whole uproar going out. And I'm kind of seeing both sides of this, so I want to talk to you guys about it,
Okay.
of course. I can see, well, one, like, if I'm looking at myself, I don't care what you do with my image after I die, whatever.
Right.
Only people it affects is my family. So if my family says it's fine, then whatever.
Right.
You know. Other than that, I don't care. However, I can see why some people are getting upset because where's the limit? Do we now have Robert Downey Jr., the rights of Robert Downey Jr.'s likeness and start just putting him in the movies even though he hasn't agreed to doing it?
Right.
Or on the other end of it, what about the actor that's playing this role?
Right.
Now, we're accrediting this as James Dean, right? But who's really acting it?
See, I guess that's kind of where I get to, like, why? Just because you can do something
Why
Yeah.
do it?
doesn't mean you
Yeah.
should do something. Like, okay, if his family gives permission, then fine. That's not an issue. His family says you can do whatever you want,
Yeah.
fine. But why are we doing this? Does James Dean being in a movie, who cares?
Yeah.
Right? I guess I feel like everyone watching James Dean is, like, dead anyways, right?
Or close to it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, like,
yeah.
I've never seen a James Dean movie. I know who he is, but
Right.
And so yeah, and that's my question. Like, so how much are you paying the guy that's playing James Dean?
Right.
His name doesn't get shown.
Right, and do you take away from him?
Yeah,
Like,
does he? If the film wins an Oscar, does James Dean get an Oscar even though he didn't actually act any of it?
No,
Because,
not at all. I
you
mean, I
know-
feel like at this point it's just like you're wearing a mask.
Yeah,
So whoever that guy is, he gets all the credit, and it should be,
So that's the
so
same
and so
way.
as James.
as
Dean.
James Dean. Like, yeah, if you want the face, fine. But I feel like you should make sure that actor gets 100% of the credit,
Right.
because it is his acting.
Yeah.
Then that reminds me
Period,
of like
you
an
know.
episode that was on Order where the person wrote a book and they used a fake name, and the person that was going out like signing the books, going to like the book releases and everything, and going by the name that was said to be the author, that wasn't really the person. So of course it's like, what?
Isn't that the plot of Words?
Huh?
Did y'all see the movie Words with
I remember. I didn't see it. No,
You said it.
yeah. I feel like it was him.
Go ahead.
it might be the plot of Words.
Yeah, well, I guess it wasn't really a ghostwriting. It was basically he took some old guy's story. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've seen it, but it was kind of
Yeah.
good.
Like, he found an old story.
and he was like, "Oh, this is me," but it wasn't though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the episode I was talking about was, it became an issue because they were saying that they who got killed or raped, either or maybe both.
What?
It's Law and Order.
Hold on. What? I don't. That's.
It was an episode
It's
of
an
Law and
episode of
Order.
Law and Order. They were saying that they used the book to act out their crime, and in investigating it,
Oh.
of course, it was one of those things. Oh, well, you blame the author because they wrote it and blah blah blah. And then when they go after the
Why would
author,
you
they
blame them?
find out that the person that's going around saying that they are that person is not really that person. They agreed with the said person who's supposed to be the author to pretend to be so. I'm just going to write the books. So I'm saying, like in the movies, like with this James Dean person, are they agreeing that the person that's acting him is like, hey, you're acting him, but we're strictly going by this is James Dean. You're going to get paid, you're going to get all the proceeds, but no one can know who you are.
No, you can't do that.
You can't do that because then how does he get hired for another movie?
Right, because first of all, we all know James Dean is
Right.
dead, so it has to be whoever that is as James Dean. I just don't see the point.
I don't see
There
the
is
point.
no point. The only time you have a point in doing it was like at the end of that one Star Wars movie where they had Carrie Fisher's daughter stand in because the actor died during a time where they didn't expect and they had
Like
plans.
Paul Walker.
Yeah.
That was his brother at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that's the only really time that you have to do that. There's no reason for us to pull up
Right.
James Dean from the 60s.
Right. I mean, because then it's like, so then, I mean, are we going to get like, oh, Elvis is going to be in movies now? Or
Right.
just,
Yeah. Yeah,
First of all,
I don't understand the
why
point.
do I wanna see
like,
that?
why?
I don't know. I can't think of a real reason to do it besides the one we mentioned. There's
I
no
don't get
real
it.
reason to do
Because it's not really James Dean, so it's not like I'm about to rush and go see it. It's not him.
it. Yeah, like I can see if you're saying it's the box office draw,
Yeah.
but
But
it's
it's
not.
not because
Or
it's
like
not
with
him.
the Tupac hologram?
Yeah.
But then again, so now are we going to get where we don't really get new actors, quote unquote, because now all the actors are just going to be
Reuse.
No, you
covered
do,
by
because
the old actors?
As a respectable actor, I would not take that role.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
I mean,
I
you
wouldn't do
always
that.
gonna get somebody willing to, though,
Yeah, you will always get someone willing to.
No.
because they
Yeah,
gonna
get
they
an
gonna
extra to
think
do
it's
it.
like, okay, maybe this is my chance to get my break.
Honestly, I don't see this becoming a thing.
No, I think they're gonna try. Plus, they've tried full CG human characters before. I know the technology is getting better, but it hasn't been that great.
Well, I mean, what I learned is like the more CGI is in a film, is like the worse it is.
Well, now there's sometimes a lot more than we think, but usually still it's like it's not when it's the crutch.
Well,
I think it's the problem.
I say that because like I saw this thing on Jurassic Park. The original Jurassic Park had 55 CGI things in it. The new Jurassic Park had like 2,000.
Of course.
But I kind of like how the original Jurassic Park was shot, where dinosaurs felt realer to me.
Mm-hmm.
You had that intensity in it that to me the other movies were lacking.
Right.
So it's just like, oh, we have all this technology now. We can make dinosaurs now, but it wasn't better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, true. Yeah. To me it just depends on how they go about it. When they use it as a crutch it's bad.
This is a dumb idea, and hopefully this will be the first and last time they do this.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Last bit of news. I know I said that the last one, but I skipped over one. Sorry. Christian Bale
I'm Batman.
has come out and said that he's Batman. So apparently he's no longer going to be doing the weight changes for the movies.
Don't care. Next.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, I put it on there because I'm like, yeah, dude, you shouldn't have been doing it in the first place. Like, that stuff was extremely unhealthy. I'm surprised the dude's still alive.
A lot of people do that.
Yeah, they do.
No, but he was going, like, it was extreme with Christian Bale.
I just read it. Someone else did it. Where they like gained a bunch of weight, lost a bunch of weight, and then gained it back.
Yeah.
Oh, was it a girl in Gone Girl? Yeah.
Yeah, because remember he did that one movie where he had to be super skinny, and then he had to buff up, I think, for Batman
Yeah.
right after it. And then on this one, he was in that movie about Dick Cheney.
So he had to get fat for Dick Cheney.
Right. He didn't want to use a fat suit, so
Yeah.
he ate unhealthily
What was that
for
word?
a long time to get fat. What'd you say?
Nothing. Continue.
Whatever. And then now he's in this Ford versus Ferrari, so he had to lose the weight. And it's like, you keep going back, like, stop doing this.
Yeah, it's rough, but at the same time, no one cares about you, Christian Bale.
No, I mean, whatever.
He is a good actor,
but
though.
I don't care.
just wear the fat suit.
I'm just saying,
okay?
you don't see George Clooney complaining.
Did anybody look at Thor's fat suit? Chris.
Well, look, we
Hemsworth
all know we
fat
didn't
suit.
gain that weight.
So nobody was like, "Oh well,
Yeah,
I'm taking out
because
this
George
this
Clooney
isn't real
get
fat."
buffed to be Batman. That was apparent.
That's
didn't- he
not the
didn't
George
look like-
Clooney movie I was talking about.
He didn't look like he got buff for Batman. either.
No, but he got fat for Syriana.
Huh? He got fat.
Yeah.
I mean, I think there's a limit. Like, of course, you're gonna do some stuff, but like, just he kept swinging back and forth after every movie.
First of all, these movies are not even in the same year.
Yeah, well,
Suck it
Well,
up.
I mean, it
was
takes
like
time to
2
do
years
that,
between this.
though. It takes
It does
time
not.
to do that.
All fat people will tell you it does not take that long to gain weight.
oh my god, we were gonna move on.
Wow.
We're gonna move on. I'm not. What you doing, Doreen? What you doing this week?
So I'm watching it. It's old. Well, I guess it came out like 3 years ago. So I'm watching this show called Zoo, and it was a book, and I read the book. And basically, it was by James Patterson.
Uh-huh.
And it's basically how animals turn on humans.
I remember.
Yeah, so
about that show.
basically, it's like, yeah, animals wake up one day and it's like, you know what? We can rule the world. So they start doing all these things animals usually don't do. Male lions are hunting in packs. They like taking out people for real, for real. So the TV show is a lot different from the book, but it's just, there's things I have questions about. So the French government apparently is the only government in the world realizing that these animals are acting weird.
Only the French government.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
okay.
then the French government hires random people. It's like a team of 5 or 6 people. By the way, only one person works for the French government. Others like random Americans.
No, of course.
And I was just like, first of all, I feel like if any government realized like, yo, we need to figure out what's going on, I kind of feel like they will get the other government groups to say, hey, y'all, this is a worldwide phenomenon. We should probably figure out what's going on and work together for this. And then if I'm the CIA and I'm investigating things, I'm not getting Doreen from, Randomness, Ohio to be on my team to figure this problem out. So
True.
It just, I don't know. I like that doesn't make any sense.
All right, that seems a bit weird.
Yeah, so it's just things like that. Like, why are they? And then they're working in secret. Like, why are y'all keeping
Why are
this
we
a
working
secret?
in secret?
Exactly.
People don't notice that the animals are uprising.
Right.
I've never heard of a story about animal uprising. I mean, besides Planet of the Apes.
Right. So
But-
this is like different because Planet of the Apes was it experiments or whatever that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was because they were trying to find
the
a cure
experiment made them
for
smart.
Alzheimer's.
Okay.
Alzheimer's.
Yes.
So in the book, the reason the animals went crazy is different than the show. In the book, it was like technology basically was screwing up the brains, and they were just like animals were snapping. And the TV show is a corporation that, of course, poisoned the animals with their products or whatever, which doesn't make sense because I'm like, really, every government in every country is using this stuff.
Right.
And so basically, it's like the animals are like killing people. So it was like these bats. First of all, bats don't fly that high, and they were in Antarctica. And it was this like research group or whatever, and the bats covered up the solar panels to knock out the power and the heat, so the people inside the thing froze to death.
What?
Yeah, so like when I said like animals are stripping, like they're stripping for real, for real.
Okay. That's weird and interesting, I guess.
Yeah, and so they're like setting traps for people. Like it was like all these wild dogs were like setting traps. So like it'd be like one dog would lure the people to an alley, then a pack of dogs would kill them.
Dang. Okay.
Yeah. So it's interesting. I'm only on episode like 5, and I think there's 3 seasons or whatever. So that's what I'm doing. I mean, there's a lot of things that don't make sense, but
Yeah.
I'm watching it.
It sounds interesting, though.
Yeah.
All right. Derek, what you doing?
I watched this movie called American Son on Netflix, and
American Son.
basically it was about and Kerry Washington is in the movie. Um, she's the mom, and her son has been missing. He never came home that
And no one believes her. Oh, I'm sorry. That's another movie.
night. He never comes home, so of course she goes to the police. And basically it's because the son is black, and they tell him, well, we can't release any information. You know, all we know is the car was
Wait,
stopped and the incident happened. So she's frantic, wants to know what's happening, what's going on, can't tell her anything. Well, she was married, well, is married to a white guy, but they're separated. So when he gets there, the cop thinks he's someone important, goes in and tells him everything. She comes in and is like, wait, so you can tell him everything, but you can't tell me anything. And then it was like, oh, it was because I thought he was. And it was like, no. So, of course, it was this back and forth about, basically, black, white, comparing the son, like the son must have done something or whatever. But it was like he didn't grow up like that. He didn't grow up in no bad neighborhood or hood or anything or whatever. Long story short, he was hanging out with some friends and they bought some weed. They get pulled over and they get out the car. And because one of the friends start running, the cops started shooting. Of course, it was a bad shot, and they shot the son, and that's how it ended. But it was ridiculous.
doesn't sound like a movie I want to watch at all.
I do not watch movies like that.
It sounds.
Yeah.
It's like they're trying to do a message, but I feel like those movies always present the message in the wrong way.
I don't
Yeah.
even know what's that. I just feel like, to me, it's like it makes you mad, and I'm like, I don't know
Right,
the reason
right,
to be
yeah,
angry.
yeah. Because it was like watching it, you're hoping the whole time that the son is okay. You're hoping that it's the whole
But you
son
already
is
know he's
okay,
not.
and you hoping that it's a misunderstanding. Then it's just like, okay, maybe they just have him in a holding cell or whatever, and they just got to get him. And the thing is, they kept harping on he's 18 now. So there's nothing that his parents can do. It's just like, well, if y'all questioning him, you can't question him without an adult. And it's just like, well, your son is 18. Yes, we can. So yeah, it was all of that. But yeah, it's like it does make you angry at the end.
Right. So yeah, I don't watch movies like that.
Yeah. Well, I also watched something about animals. I was watching the Life series on Netflix. It's like National Geographic type stuff. And I just wanted to mention how horrible of an animal pelicans are. They're horrible. Horrible.
People just like the way they.
What?
Oh, pelicans. Okay, never mind. Go ahead.
Pelicans.
What were you thinking of, flamingos?
I instantly thought penguins, but you're right. Go ahead.
Anyway, but you think pelican, you think a bird eating fish, right? Like scooping fish out of the water or whatever. So they show this thing. The pelicans fly over to another island with a bunch of other birds eating their babies.
Oh wow.
Like they're eating the other birds' babies, and like when you see this, it's like so they got the little flappy part of their bill or whatever, and you just see like this baby bird flipping around and stuff inside of the pelican's flappy flap. And then it's just like it just swallows it. So they just like it. This is a podcast, so you guys can't see it, but like it just like holds its head up and
Swallows it.
just swallows this
So
baby bird.
they eat baby birds?
Yeah, a horrible animal.
You know what I learned? A lot of animals are horrible.
Yeah,
And the animals that aren't horrible suck.
yeah, yeah. So pelicans go down on my list of animals that suck.
Well, orcas suck.
Oh yeah, orcas.
They're a horrible animal. And dolphins aren't that nice either.
No, dolphins aren't nice at all. You ever see a dolphin kill a shark?
I see some horrible things with dolphins to each other, and I'm like, oh, that ain't cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
makes you think twice about Dolphin Tail, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Is that what that movie's called?
I don't know. Flipper?
Or whatever.
Wow.
Dolphin Tail.
No, wait. Was Flipper a dolphin?
I think Dolphin Tail was about Flipper.
Oh.
Oh, that's kind of, that's kind of dirty. Why would you name it Flipper if it's missing his fin? That's insensitive. That's just insensitive. But yeah, so pelicans go on my list of horrible animals and stupid animals, like pandas.
Animals are dumb.
Pandas are dumb.
they're
Side
cute, though.
note, I was watching this.
Oh, I
Yeah.
don't need cute animals. That's
And
what.
that's the thing. Somebody mentioned this because we have conservation trying to stop animals from going extinct, and
Yeah.
pandas are like at the forefront. They always show pandas and stuff.
Yeah.
And the scientist was like, "Yeah, pandas do nothing for our environment.
No, they're just cute.
Yeah, so if they go extinct,
No one cares.
and they're not going extinct because of humans,
No, they're just dying, right?
they're going extinct because they're stupid. They won't reproduce, and they're eating a plant that is." They can't digest. Like, they only eat bamboo. They can't digest it.
That's nice.
And it's not nutritious for them.
Well, you know what? They deserve to be gone.
They deserve to die.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, animals who aren't awful suck.
Yeah.
That's like
So
that's like
it's like-
as a species as humans, we be like, you know what? We're going to eat nothing but McDonald's and nothing else. And you know what? On top of that, we're no longer going to reproduce. Then it's just like, yeah.
No,
you
it's
just-
like us deciding to eat paper.
It's like, so you hear how hard it is for them to get these two panda bears to
Right.
reproduce.
They lock them in a room and they still won't touch each
Yeah,
other.
they're like, no, I'm good. It's like, you guys are the last two. It's cool. Eat some bamboo. I feel like bamboo is like weed.
Maybe it is. You might be
Try
right.
it one day. Find out.
For pandas.
Just
so
don't
they
light
just
it.
all they all sat back like, nah, man, this is the life. But like, yeah, they were pointing out like, and I mean, not to say that like, hey, we don't care about panda lives either, but it's so much of emphasis on them because they're cute, where nobody cares the fact that we're losing bees.
People care. We just
yeah.
forget.
Care less though.
Yeah. Well, that's because they hurt you.
Yeah,
Right.
well, but and other animals that are actually important to the ecosystem, but we want to save the animals that aren't
Right.
Well, look,
because, like you said, oh no, not the dolphins. They're
Like
smart.
everybody want to kill
yeah,
sharks.
dolphins are horrible. Sharks are important.
They are.
Yeah, sharks are important.
Because how else are we
Probably
going to have
shouldn't
Shark Week?
care. That's right.
Okay.
Saying.
We need Shark Week.
Yes. So,
Yeah.
was there anything about lions on this show?
I didn't catch the whole thing.
No. Okay. I only
I
watch
was
animals.
disgusted after the pelicans.
The pelicans.
I only
It was
watch-
just sad. Like, no, for real, pelicans. They like for real. They just like the birds are in the nest, right? With
Right.
the parents there, and they just fly down, flapping all down with
Did
their
they
big
like
old
knock
wings.
the mama bird out the nest?
Well, they went. Most of the parents were gone. There were still some, but they were like most of them were gone. It didn't matter. They were bigger than them anyway. So and then like they just scoop them up out of the nest. Like the bird is chilling there in its home. Like, yeah, I'm baby bird gonna grow up, and they just scoop them.
Were no fish available, or it's
I don't.
just-
They flew over water.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
That just
I don't
remind
know.
me
I mean,
that of what I seen in real life. By my job, we have
What?
In real life, you seen a pelican eat a baby bird?
You did not see no
A
pelican.
pelican.
no. I said it. I said it reminds me what I saw. We have a lot of turkey vultures by my job, and when the I guess goose or geese lay their eggs and the babies hatch, they came over and ate the little babies.
No one cares about geese, though.
It's still
Yeah, you can at least
bad.
eat it as an egg, though.
They still bad.
They're-
Somebody at my job said eggs are aborted chicken babies.
Oh gosh.
They're not, but but yeah, they could have at least ate the eggs instead of waiting till it hatches. I think that's
How is-
worse.
That's the point I'm getting at.
It's like, oh, like the baby comes out. Oh, I'm alive.
Yeah.
Like,
That's what I was saying.
Wait, dude,
And like the people
you could have
and
waited.
the people looking out at my job, like out the windows, like we should do something. I'm just like, well, it's the circle.
Okay,
I
you
was
go
like,
out there
it's
with
the
that
circle
vulture.
of life is Lion King. That's how I looked at it.
I mean, I'm not surprised by vultures though. Like I expect them to do stuff like that. I didn't expect it from whatever
What was that?
pelicans
Okay.
with their flappy flaps.
That's just weird
I
looking.
don't know.
It look that little thing is really weird. It's weird.
It's weird.
Look, I only watch animal shows unless it's about shark or lions. If it's not about or alligators, I don't care.
Yeah, well, some bird they lay their eggs in like some hot mud. Flamingos.
I don't like
Like
flamingos.
super hot mud, and like if the baby falls out of a little nest, they're like just gonna burn to death. I was like, oh, that's something seems wrong here, but I guess it protects them from predators. I don't know,
Okay.
except for pelicans that just swooped out. I'm sorry, that's what I watched, so I wanted to talk about it. Anyhow, that's our show for the week. Thank you guys for listening. If you want to reach out to us, you can always catch us on Facebook. It's facebook.com/3drivals. You can also reach us on the Gmails, 3drivals@gmail.com, or tweet at us on our Twitters, 3_rivals. Other than that, thank you for listening. Peace out.
Peace out.